Hello, Bumpy McSquigums here, joined by Splootch for our Let's Play of Space Engineers, and in the last episode, this is what, episode 4, and hello Splootch,
Howdy, howdy.
I did something stupid, and Splootch had to correct me, and it was I set my beacon to infinite, which apparently uses every single possible ounce of your ability to do anything. So, we're going to set it around 10,000 broadcast range, and we shouldn't have any more issues. Yeah, that kind of threw me for a loop there, and that's something new. They didn't have that ability before.
Yeah, that's just within the last couple of updates that they come up with that I recall.
Yeah, like 2 to 3 weeks. But it seems to be functional, operational now, and I have a beacon that works, and a ship that works. So yay, the ship may have started drifting, but we have solved the great ship drifting caper of, what year do you think this is, 2077? Something like that?
Yep, 2077 is what it says.
Alright, so there we go. Alright, I'm going to go mining, and you're going to start construction on your welding ship. Or Lil Sparky, as it's lovingly called.
Yep. All you do is remember how I built it last time. It shouldn't be too hard.
Don't build it upside down and backwards. That's the only difference. Uh-oh.
You want single welder, or you want...
Single welder. Do you have a crazy monkey living near you?
Yeah,
there?
yes, I have a monkey.
Clearly heard it.
I've been married to the monkey for many years now. It's my favorite monkey.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not stopping. Oh, it's not stopping. Okay, it stopped. Also, apparently, just flying, my drill just tore off and disappeared. That's not good. So
that's a good design.
Apparently, there's a small problem here that we're gonna have to fix. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, let's get the nickel and stone out of this.
Okay. New small ship. And what color do you want it? Our traditional red?
Whatever color you want.
Usually our mining ship or our welding ship is usually red. So I'm going to go with our usual color here.
That's fine. I wonder why that happened, because I've already flown around a little bit and it didn't like rip to shreds or anything. Well, I'm going to replace a lot of the infrastructure with heavy block. It's something we should have done all along with all of our mining vessels, and we hadn't done it, so we need to get that heavy block moving and doing stuff, so, well, I guess we'll do that now. And by we, I mostly mean me, because he has another project now.
I certainly do.
Alright, so let's see, go there, there, and then it looks like we actually have all heavy block here. Well, that was unfortunate, and, well, actually a little funny.
You say so.
Not intentionally. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be funny. It wasn't really the plan, but it turned out to be slightly humorous, having the entire front part of my ship just disappear and rip off. That, or the front engine, the front thruster, trying to slow me down, somehow melted through? I don't think so, though. Those are pretty far back. I don't think they can make it all the way up here.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I need a lot more than that there. Okay. So, let's just do it right here.
Something like that. Yeah. We'll replace this with another one. But, before we do that, let me go in here. Try to... we can't quite weld that far out. Oh, and we decided to murder both. So the increased mining speed is welding speed is fantastic, but dangerous.
Especially if you're grinding something away.
Grinding and welding.
It goes real fast.
Is can be unpleasant. Alright, so let's finish building in the pieces. I'm going to try to leave this blank and see if that helps. Don't know for certain that it will.
There we go. And now it's about centered.
It's okay, I guess. Maybe I'll replace this and this. A little bit more as well. There we go. Ah, whoa. We're getting this going.
Uh-oh.
It's going. Gonna weld it all up and get it going, and hopefully we don't end up wandering into the mining transport that's going to eat our souls.
Well, as long as you don't
That
move, you
would
should be okay.
Unfortunate.
Well, actually, I have to move that up one, don't I?
Alright. So that's just about all done. It's all welded 93%. Oh, there's a 78% somewhere around here. Let's finish that all up. Okay, so we are done with that. Now we need to replace this left side. And hopefully we have enough to actually build what we need to build. And with that, I think everything's working just fine still. Well, it won't be the most beautiful of ships, but it should work. In theory.
Alright, what's going on here?
There we go. And our final touch is...
I'm having a bit of a strange phenomenon.
There we go. What's your phenomenon?
It wants to put a giant welder under front of my ship.
Okay.
Like you put it in like a station or something.
I don't think there are two sides of welders. Did they add that too?
I don't know, but it's doing something really weird here.
Sure you're not just zoomed in too far and you're like, oh my gosh, it's a giant welder, what am I gonna do? With that exact voice.
Is that the voice I would use? Okay.
It is.
You say so.
Clearly. Hey, we're all witnesses to your voice. Just like your buddy from our days in World of Warcraft. Yes, this is demonic. I was wondering. You know, your boy.
My boy, huh?
Oh,
Nah,
yeah.
I don't think so.
You have to do all that and then say thanks at the end. Otherwise, you just didn't.
That's right. If you don't say thanks, it just doesn't.
And you have to say your name no matter what, even though you have an extremely unique voice. Alright, well, this is a little bit weird looking, but it'll work. I suppose I can make it a little tiny bit prettier. Since you're twisting my arm, Sir Splootch.
I have to twist, man. Okay, interior plate. There we go.
This is why nobody likes to dance with you. Because you always want to do the twist. Oh, see what
Is
I
that
did
what
right
I'd
there?
like to do?
See what I did right there? It's pretty clever.
Oh, and I see you made me miss.
Ha!
Where's it at? Number 8.
Alright, now, let's see if I can re-add my drillalones. Where are they? Grinders, drills. They're there.
Okay, so we got that. We got that. We need to put a cockpit on there. Probably be a good idea. You probably like a cockpit, wouldn't you?
I put it both ways. Oh, that's why. Alright, well, remember
Steel
that.
tube, motor, computer.
Remember that prettier thing I was doing? Don't need to do it.
So we have anything built? Of course not.
What do you mean? We have lots of things built.
No, I'm talking about in the
Assembler?
Yep.
Well, there's some construction components that were built.
Let's see what I needed.
Alright, we're gonna try this again. And we're going to hope against hope that this works. It should. It should work.
Motor, computer. That's what I needed.
Alright, and then we need a small configure tube, which we need facing that way. And right there. And if all this stuff actually gets built, I will be amazed and surprised and shocked and super happy. Oh, I'm short 4 construction components. That's about right.
Small.
Platform. Oh, you're so far away.
I don't deliver.
I know. I know. You're not DiGiorno.
That's right.
Or you are DiGiorno. DiGiorno doesn't deliver, right? You're not delivering to DiGiorno? Something like that?
I believe so.
I don't know. You never really grabbed a whole lot of oven-baked pizzas in your day.
Well, as a matter of fact, your mother decided to grab some.
Really? That had to be weird. Now, the Costco pizzas with just cheese? Those are
Motor
delicious.
display.
Do you have the construction components?
I have all of them.
I
Would
need
you like some back?
I need some. Hold on, I can just, never mind, I can just make a few.
I got 465. Why don't I just give you some?
It's fine, I only need like 4.
Okay. Now, now that you
Totally
made me
distracted
totally
you.
forget what in the world I was coming to make.
You were coming to make, stuff. I know, that
I have
is
no-
the technical term.
But I have no idea what it was. Okay, what the heck was I gonna make? I was gonna make motors and displays. See, that's what it was. Motors and displays.
So, what do you think about...
Don't ask me nothing. Motors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Displays.
Alright, looks like our ship is ready to go now. Hopefully it doesn't break off.
Well, if it does,
It would
it's
be
the
very,
designer's fault. You
be
know,
very sad if it breaks off again.
it's that designer guy.
Oh gosh, oh, what are you doing? Stop
Me?
it, stop. Move your phone.
I don't have a phone next to my
Stop.
computer.
Ah, I'm gonna have to hang up on you if you keep doing that. Everybody's going to shriek in pain.
Okay, I want to mute mine then because I
Nope,
don't have a phone.
Don't, let's stop now. What do you mean you don't have a phone? You don't have a phone in the room?
In the room, but not anywhere near here.
Is it possible your headset's breaking? And you have a short in the wire? Uh-oh.
It's a possibility.
Alright.
Stranger things have happened.
We are going to lay into some iron here, and then into some gold right past it. So it's going to be nice. One thing I did forget to add, 2 things I forgot to add still, so we're still not done with this thing. I forgot to add lights up front so I could have lights inside, but that's not a big deal breaker for me. And the other thing I forgot to add was the ore detector, which I had plans for, but I never actually built.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
But for now, it's okay. I'm going to get some gold because I know we're missing that. That was one of our missing reagents.
Well, let me tell you what we got here. Gold-wise, we have 4.24 kilograms because I grabbed a bunch a while back.
Oh, we're going to have a lot more than that when I'm done.
In fact,
By the way, it works much better with the ship being complete right now.
works better with a whole ship. I
Yep.
usually find it that way too.
Well, we didn't have the back end finished. We just kind of had the engines hanging around doing whatever they wanted, you know. They were milling around the water cooler, drinking coffee and tea with reckless abandon, peeing everywhere. It was a mess.
I don't like when they do that.
Well, it's not nice. And then who has to clean it? You.
You.
No, you. You have to clean it.
I clean it.
You're Splootch the janitor.
I'm player.
That's your name.
I'm player 2. I don't have to clean it. Player 1 has to clean it.
Why did I ever agree to this?
That'll teach
All right,
you.
let's take a look at our inventory
Uh-oh.
now. I just heard a rooster or something.
Yeah,
We
it's
have about
rooster I have.
Yeah, we have about 4,000 gold now. I'm hearing weird sounds. I think I hear your building sounds. It sounds like you're building on my ship, even though you're nowhere near me.
Well, when I build, man. I don't fool around.
We're still overloading. I think it's because we didn't actually split the reactor fuel.
Well, if both have fuel, you should have enough power.
Oh,
To
we
take care
did.
of
We
things.
did. It's just when we're on, when I'm drilling, it uses a lot, and thrusting. Never drill and thrust, kids. Never drill
You
and
could
thrust.
lose an eye that way.
You can.
Okay, so you want just 1 storage container? Or you want 2 for the welder?
It's up to you. I think 1's sufficient, you said, with the increased magoo that we have. Alright, I'm coming back because I want to add my ore and my lights. And I'm going to show how I don't suppose you've made a dumper yet. You didn't finish the big platform? Or the big cargo container on
No,
the...
because I started
platform?
making a ship. Somebody told me to make a ship.
That's fine.
I don't
I
know.
was just asking.
I don't know who that guy was, but he told me to.
He sounds like a wise man.
A wise guy. Is that that's more appropriate?
I've heard it both ways.
Okay, so you want me to dump
Drills
out
can
the bottom.
only hold.
Man, what an idea is
I
that?
know. Fly over something and dump it out, and then fly under
So
something and load it up.
I use a ejector or a yeah
Yes, the
ejector.
ejector is to remove stuff from
Okay,
your
and then
pantalones.
I need a pantalones. Really?
Yep. Little known fact.
Oh, that's not the right one. How about this one?
Well, it looks like my drills aren't going to mess up anymore. That's a good sign. I think what it might have been, oh, I don't know. It could have just been the light block. It could have been any one of 100 things, but it was either the light block was just too weak, and you need heavy block when you're going to have industrial drilling and welding and everything. Well, probably drilling. Welding doesn't really require much torque or power. Grinding, definitely, we know, needs sound structural integrity. But it could have also been that I had enclosed too much of the front, and the engines melted it, and when it melted it, it kind of warped everything around it. That's always possible too. Alright, we're about to hit. So if you guys are wondering about first person drilling, it's not terrible. You can do that, but you don't know what's going on in your back end. You could be rubbing up against something, bumping something. It's not good. It's very unpleasant
That
for
just doesn't
everyone.
sound right.
And that's the other thing. It doesn't sound right. We found that anytime we play this game and we talk about it, it sounds pretty inappropriate almost at all times. My wife is constantly going, "What? Who are you talking to? What are you doing?"
Yep, that's true.
So yeah, this game definitely lends itself to messed up minds, and my wife definitely has one of those. So she
I
did
don't
marry
know.
me after all.
I'd say I don't know if that's the reason why, but that's what you're sticking with, I imagine.
We'll go with it. All right.
Okay.
So gold ore getting ored into ore mission. I don't know.
Now it's a lot more difficult to make the dumper dump out the bottom.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah.
If you're having a problem with it, I will be back soon.
No, I
and
got
can
I
help you.
got it figured out. It's just that I don't typically do it this way because I have to use more components. But you want it, you got it.
You don't. Well, I never use any more components, but you have this fetish with dumping from the top and
No,
intaking
it's
from
just
the bottom.
it takes less components to do it that
No,
way.
don't be silly.
Okay, what the heck do I need anyway?
Don't be shitty.
Small steel tube, motors.
Look above
Yep.
the platform, almost straight up.
I see a military escort. I see a miner coming at me. He's 350 meters heading at me fast. Hopefully the thrusters are working in the front, otherwise it's going to end very badly for you.
That's fine. Alright, so we are good to go here. Alright, well, I did manage to build up some stuff, so I'll give you a hand with whatever you need, and we gotta get finished
No,
building.
I'm good.
We
I'm
need
good.
to-
You could.
We need to finish building the
Why don't you?
giant cargo container.
Yeah, do the cargo container so we have a place for all that stuff to go.
Alright, well, I also need to build my ore detector and my lights, so let's get that done as well. There's a spotlight, and the ore detector is right there. Alright, we'll start with the ore detector. I have a pretty good idea where I'd like to place that. That's a terrible place for it.
So that's why you're putting it there?
Well, I just realized that was a really bad idea. It was one of those, nope, not gonna put it there things. Where to place it? Why not? Structural integrity is not really an important thing, is it?
Nah, it's overrated.
I thought so.
Okay.
Alright, so shall place it here. I don't think you, oh yeah, you actually can color it, that's right.
Yeah, there's new things that you can now color that you couldn't color before.
I need one computer for that, and then what I said, lights. I would
Yep.
like some lights. Well,
Yeah, you should just put the beacon in front, and then you got an automatic light,
the beacon isn't a light. Oh, the beacon. Never mind. Yeah.
right? You know
I
how that else
gotcha.
blinds us, right? That would be a way of doing it.
I gotcha. Well, I wanted more than one light, but it doesn't look like I'm going to get that. Unless... Can I put a light on the ore reactor? Oh, I can. That's awesome.
You can. Yep.
Love it. It's
All
done.
right. Something's beeping at me over here. What's beeping at me?
Oh, I need another construction component. Boo. Alright, so computers and construction components. Alright, no big deal. No big deal. So this is pretty much the whole concept behind the game. So we build a couple different ships. We get everything going the way we need to, which is going to happen pretty quickly. And then, at that point, we're going to probably break off and go to a new place and actually set up a base instead of using this platform. The platform is basically a temporary means to an end.
You know what we should do?
Many
We
things.
should do this. See this platform right here? We should just go ahead and build what we want to build on here, and then convert it to a ship to show how that's done, and fly it somewhere.
And
I think that would be a nice little
tear it all down.
and then tear it down and do whatever else you want to do. But that would be a nice way of showing how you can do that.
That's assuming we know how to do that, which we really
I've
don't.
done that before.
Oh, well, some of us don't know how to do that.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Less important people. Wait,
You know, like
what?
the beacon guy. You know, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, the beacon guy. That's going to be his claim to fame from now on, ladies
That's right.
and gentlemen. I'm the beacon guy.
I know my beacons.
Alright, so let's see. What color do I want?
Why is it I made more motors when I need computers?
I don't know. I'm going to go with a nice rich purple color, I think, for my light. And I want the fall off to be real high and the intensity to be real high. The radius I want lower, right? So it's tighter.
Yes, it makes it more like a spotlight.
I'm going to go with 1.5, I guess. Alright. So that's done. We're going to take a look. And boom, we now have purple light in the front. So let's see what it looks like in first person. And bam, we can now have vision in the dead of night. And
Now,
our ore detector is now available as well.
Now, for my preference, I do not like colored light because then the ore looks like the wrong color. You don't know what the heck you're, other than your ore detector, you don't know what in the world you got there.
We got the ore detector. That's all that matters. Alright, construction components, steel, small steel tubes, and some motors, huh? Alright. Alright, let's see here. Production, construction components. Let's see.
So you're going to build the storage container and then do the dumping of your minerals, or are you going to manually carry them over right now?
I'm not sure yet. If I don't have to, I'm not going to, but if I do have to, I will. So right now I'm processing a few things. The game looks so much better with these backgrounds and that horrible, just, ugh.
Gray stuff that we used to deal with.
Yeah, I despised it. I'm glad they decided to change it. Why aren't you using the little red block that you love so much over here? I hate it. It's gone.
Because I wanted my little foot.
Isn't that cute? Aren't you forgetting something?
What, reactors and gyros on?
No, no. This is, that's great that you have a dumper, though it's not that important. What about your receiver? Remember, you have to have both.
Yes, I do.
Aren't you glad I stopped you now instead of at the very end
No,
of
because
everything?
now when I cut this off, it's going to fall on the ground.
Just pick it up. Why, you don't have enough room?
No, I have to do it right here. I have to cut this piece out. When I do, the other two are going to fall.
Why don't you just deconstruct everything and then redo it?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm so confused right now. What is going on? Who's on first? Tell me that. Who's on first?
You threw me for a loop with your upside down. You know, you want me to build it right side up.
Yeah, my
you know.
normal.
I like it upside
construction.
down.
I know you do.
Okay, so what do I want to do? Let's do this.
What am I gonna do? Actually, we should have enough to actually finish all of that. That's nice. Alright, good. Alright, so we're gonna go into production and we're going to click this little button here, and that's the forever and ever and ever and repeat until the end of time button, which we like very much. We want some motors, some computers, construction components. We need more of those than the normal stuff. And I think the interior plate, I'm not sure if I have, no, I don't have enough. I would have automatically put it in there. So, once this is done, it will be sweet, sweet and nice, and everybody will be happy. And they've also added, fairly recently, not quite as recently, but this disassembling ability over here, where you can actually put the components that you've made and put them back into their core components.
And I actually did that today.
Ooh, was it useful?
Yes. The reason why is I was out on a ship way away from my base, and I was repairing one of my little satellite deals. and so I was able to disassemble some parts of the ship I was actually in to make components to repair my satellite.
Huh, interesting.
So it was a strange way of doing it, but it worked.
It was a net win, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we'll grab all those and come over here and...
Okay, so now I have this. See, now this is going to be a lot longer because of doing it that
Why?
way.
It's
but
exactly the same size.
I'm not done with it yet. I still got a lot to add to it.
I know, but it would still be the exact same size.
Well, we'll see. When we're done, I'll be able to tell you for sure.
Like, basically all you replaced was this one piece right here, which was already there to begin with.
No. I'm not talking about this one. I'm saying compared to the other ship I built like this. This one, no. This one worked out. Doing it, adding that component there was what I needed to do.
Yeah.
But as far as by doing it this way, I have this extra piece here that I don't typically have when I do it the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So it make the ship a little longer, but
Nobody believes you.
we'll find out. We'll find out.
All they hear
when
is,
I'm all
wah,
done.
wah, wah, I'm a crybaby. Wah. I'm kidding. He is
Hey,
a
why-
crybaby, though.
Why you make me put my blocks where I'm not supposed to put them? See, you're messing me up.
I just like to distract people. By the way, your cargo container? Finished.
Yeah. Good, because right now I need to get some health. Because
You can hop in the cockpit, or
no, I'm just gonna go in here.
you're going to do it the slow way. Alright,
Yep.
need some more small steel tubes and some construction components. Alright, and then I need to build a collector. Alright, let's grab all this wonderful fun stuff up. And there we go. I'm going to be like, which of course is German for, I'm flying wrong. Sounds far less impressive in English, I will admit.
I had to change my suit. I had an accident.
Oh, it's grody. Bonk.
Oh, don't do that again. He killed me before because he's such a maniac.
I just like flying into things. I can't help it. I'm like a moth drawn to the bug zapper. And he's blue right now, so that's extra draw. Alright. I want you to know. Good job, man. Good job. Dope. Alright, sorry. Had to do some face palming there, guys. It's the way of the world. Alright, so let's see if my construction is done here. So basically, if you guys don't know, and we didn't explain it, which is very possible because we are terrible at doing our jobs.
Yes, you are.
Yes, the refinery is actually attached on top of the assembler, so they are actually connected to one another. So I can actually do all assembling and refining stuff through any of the ports on either the assembler or the refinery. And right now, I'm choosing to do it on the refinery. Anyway, so that's how I'm able to produce from there. Normally, you wouldn't be able to do that. Alright,
But we're not normal,
that's for sure.
especially some of us.
Yes, some of us that are older than 50.
I don't know who that would be.
It's not me.
It's not you?
It's not me
I
this
don't know.
time. Maybe in a month or two, but not now.
Okay, let's see. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. It'd probably be good to have a reactor on this baby, right?
I've
Yeah.
heard it both ways.
You want twin reactors? You want one reactor?
Don't care, whatever you wish.
Okay, what I'll do is...
Well, you do a large reactor though, don't you?
No, I keep it small because of the, all this stuff that's here now. So, I think, if I remember right, I did a small reactor and I put a gyro, 2 small reactors and a gyro in the middle. We'll see how that works. If it don't work out right, I will convert it over. But I like to keep my little welder small because sometimes you're in a building welding, and this gives you the move, the ability to move around. And you're probably gonna want engines too, huh?
I think we could actually go with like some
But,
working out, and we just like push it everywhere.
Carry it around.
Yeah,
Carry it
I
around.
think
Yeah.
it's fine. I think we could use it like a mech.
No, wait a second. Wait a second. It just told me I needed construction components. I got construction components. What does this
Good.
thing tell me?
Don't steal my construction components. I'll be
I'm not.
upset with you.
Oh, because I need a metal grid first. Ah.
Add it to the queue. Oh, I need bulletproof glass. Can you add bulletproof glass to the queue as well?
I got 16 bulletproof glass.
Okay, can you do these three columns that are leading up to our giant dumping site? I'm gonna say drop ship, but that's completely wrong. On top of the.
Oh, up here. Okay, gotcha.
Ooh, nice. Did you actually finish those all the way?
Yeah.
Very cool.
I don't fool around like you. You know, I get the business, man.
Hey, that's all done. All right, I can actually go dump now. Sweet, thank you.
See how that is?
You actually made yourself useful for the
You
first
know what?
time in your entire life. No.
You know what? One thing I want to do. Can I, before you dump, don't dump for a second. I want to do one thing.
Sure.
I want to remove this one piece and put a conveyor there. So the refinery.
What are you talking about?
Nah. Well.
They're all connected already.
Nah. It's okay. Just leave it. Leave it.
The only thing that was not connected is the nuclear reactor, which we can connect to the side over here.
Yeah, we can connect it later. Okay. Now the big question was, I came here to make
Metal grid.
metal grid.
In fact, you can cancel all the other stuff. Yeah, you can cancel everything else. I have finished everything else that I need, and I am going to dump. Alright guys, so I've added a connector on. This is attached to through this conveyor tube right here. So the two drills are actually connected. And this is an ejector, and basically it's going to throw everything out. Is it on my right side? It is on my right side. Alright, so it's going to throw everything out of that once I turn it on. So, what you basically would like to do at this point is...
Not die.
Not die. That's always a... That's pretty much every point you want to not die. You want to fly your thing in there.
Did you put all the uranium? Oh, here it is.
We actually don't have much uranium, so... I want to make sure we're lined up.
You know what? You are actually connected. I can... You don't have to connect the reactor. It's already connected.
Shouldn't be.
Well, you know what's weird? I can change the amount of stuff in the reactor, but I can't pull it out of there. Which is kind of strange. Because why should I be able to do that if that's the case? That shouldn't work.
Alright,
but it did.
So, we're gonna... It's on right now. The ejector is on. And we're gonna turn... Collect all on and throw out on. And I'm also going to share that so he can use it if he wants. And throw out is now on, and we'll take a look at all of our hard work here, and we should see the ship should be pooping little balls into the giant thing, little puff clouds. Right now all we're seeing are the clouds, there's no actual poop balls.
Why is this not making something?
There we go. So it should automatically start refining everything if it's all working. I don't hear the refinery going though.
I'll tell you in a minute here. Hold on a second.
I don't know why it's not refining.
Hold on. Nothing's in the refinery yet.
Where's all the ore going?
You know what? The refinery might not be set to use the collector.
Well, where's all the ore going? I don't...
Oh, collector 3 access denied.
Oh.
Check that out. Get that straightened out.
Oh, large cargo container access is denied as well, so can you fix that for me, please?
Yes, I can.
This is one of the things that we really can't stand right now. This is
but you know what?
Dumbest thing ever.
Here's the thing, though. When you set up the game, there's a thing where you could say nobody owns in the beginning. Did you do that?
No. That's not it. What it says is reset everything so nobody owns. So it's after the fact type thing.
Okay. So large cargo container transfer to nobody.
Oh, that makes me kind of nervous then. Okay, now it's all working. Okay, good.
That's why it didn't work, because I had control of that.
Sweet.
I had the power.
Alright, so it's now all working. So basically, we mined, we got all the stuff filled up in our little drills. Then I came over here and I'm dumping it down through the system here, which goes in a large cargo container, which automatically transfers it into the assembler and the refinery. And since that's raw materials, it's transferring it directly to the refinery, which is refining the refined metal or minerals from the refinery and putting it into, is it the cargo containers where it stores it?
Yes.
Wherever it stores it. It's either assembler or cargo container. Or even right here, you see it's in the actual refinery, it's still storing it there. So basically what that means is everything is now kind of streamlined, it's all connected, so if we need to build something, if we have the materials that we've already dumped out of all of our mining and stuff, it will already be here and it should already be refined. So, good stuff. The only thing we don't have right now connected to the system is this, the reactor, which I am going to connect. I'm going to do what you requested.
Okay.
Not necessarily. I'm going to... Yeah, I know how I'm going to do it. Alright, so I guess that's going to be my next mission, goal, and maybe we'll save that for the next episode because we are at about 35 minutes, which is right about the time to break it off. So, that's going to do it for this episode. Any final thoughts, Mr. Splootch?
Yes. Whatever you do, do not log off yet until I put my stuff into this thing. Because what happened before is I didn't do it in time. That's something that everybody needs to remember. That if you're player 2 and you don't put your stuff away, when you leave the game, all your stuff will be gone.
Yeah, so I'll make mention of that right now. So if you're the host person, everything in your inventory, everything on your hotbars and everything else, they all stay. But if you're a second player, third player, however many people who join the host, their inventory gets wiped and all their hotbars are reset each time they rejoin. So that's something to keep in mind. So if you're empty, you're fine. But if you have a bunch of stuff in your inventory, it's just basically going to go to waste. So that's going to do it. We will see you guys next time with more Space Engineers. Until then, I'm Bumpy McSquigums, he's Splootch, and we will see you later.